today. Oh, you did not, you did. Oh, I saw you. Everybody stay up. It's smart to do this. Oh, it's smart. Wow! Lili nishmasi mimiros rislas Mordechai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagofen. L'chaim, l'chaim. Afreichem Purim, Rabbi Isai. It's a tremendous Kiddush Hashem that at 6 in the morning, there's over 100 people in the Beis Medrash davening, starting the day off with Torah. A tremendous Yeshua Koyach to Rabbi Einhorn. Breakfast today is sponsored by the anonymous who sponsored the Tu B'Shvat fruit, and the guy who was called anonymous and was really not the sponsor. Shkoyach. Him. Anonymous him. I'm the anonymous one, Rabbi Isai. He's waving. Givaldik. Shkoyach for coming. Shout out to the guys in Ranana who are on Zoom live right now. Who? Show them? I don't know if Gary knows who they are. The Chevron Ranana. Wow. Okay. Rega. Atavili et ze. Oh, Rabbi said, check this out. Wow. It's a little potato head. Zalman Tzvi, give him some room, please. Shkoyach. Wow, Yishkoyach. Wow, what a beautiful. Come on, you're married now. What is it?
All Romanian.
All Romanian? How do you schlepped it from America? All right, wow. Shkoyach Gadol Moed, beautiful. Castell Dessler should have a great year, full of Torah, full of Shalom Bayis.
Amen.
All right. We got after. Wow, what do we have here? This is going for the best. He's running for the best MDY theme costume. What do we have? We have a potato head who's giving his kid to Moilech. Oh. Rav David, what's that? Rav David. Let me see this Moilech guy. You take this. Zoy. Givaldik. Beautiful. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, I think he might be in the running over here. He might be first place right now. He might be only. All right, Rabbi Isai. We have anybody want to go to the machsan and get the chairs out because we're in the middle of. Oh, I'm going to try throw it. You're going to catch.
Yeah.
All right. You know where the machsan is? Somebody show me where the machsan is. We need a few extra chairs. Rabbi Isai, for Purim, the koil got me because we're opening up a yeshiva. I said specifically, I'm not going to be the Rosh Yeshiva. I'm going to take another position like Nasi or something, not Rosh Yeshiva. But they took it upon themselves to get me a Rosh Yeshiva case with all the things that a Rosh Yeshiva needs. And let me show you real quickly. We're going to open it up here. First, Roishu B'Rishono Rabbi Sai Rosh Hashiva Yarmulke. Oh, yeah. We got a Rosh Hashiva tie.
Put it on. Let's go. Come on.
We'll go backwards. We'll go backwards today. Yeah. We'll do the fat one. The fat one. Oh, here. This is good. Also, because the good Rosh Hashivas, upside down on purpose. You want to show the tag. You always want the olim to know what you're wearing. Okay. We got paspa melech toichel and salt. Oh, the beard. There actually is a beard. Oh, hold on. Nah, I'm not going to put the beard on. I don't know what happened. Rabbi said the socks got to go. So we got nice black socks, Rabbi said.
The socks got to go if the beard's going to
grow. And a little lumbus is not going to hurt.
Oh, the socks got to go if the beard's going to grow.
They got me a miyavuh Rosh Yeshiva pen. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. All right, a beard. We can put the beard on. Shkoyach. What a beautiful thing. There's a lot of rules here for the yeshiva. Oh, the takanon for the yeshiva, the rules, the new rules for the yeshiva. I'll just read some of them. Anyone who speaks at Chazar Shashatz will immediately be expelled without the possibility of returning to the yeshiva. Sholent. There is no entry for Bocharim that don't have cell phones that can't watch the shir, something like that. Anyone who passes the end of the year ski trip to there will be ski trips to Africa or safaris in the Alps. V'chulu, there's a lot of stuff here. The yeshiva follows the customs of the Gra in all cases that it shortens the davening. Okay. Not bad. So there's a lot of yishkoyach to the koil guys. Yishkoyach. I want to read a letter. I received some very beautiful shalach manos. Be'emes. This is a hint. We could take some lessons from the shir in Hebrew. Let me show you what some of the shalach manos looks like from the Hebrew shir. This is a super expensive fish with a gorgeous letter here on a thick piece of cardboard. He calls l'chvoid miyavuh Rosh Yeshiva Shlita. That's from Chaim Aydishinsky. This is from Sharf. My wife liked this a lot actually because it came with a nice basket and a whole thing. This is from Rabbi Ironhorn from the English here. A whole set of, what do you call it? Silverware. Somebody gave me also from the Hebrew shir a Magnum Castell, the same exact bottle like this that Rabbi Dessler gave me, but in Magnum. Very, very expensive. No, not that much. How much is that? 8, 9, whatever. Lamashana. This Rabbi Yisai Rebbe, Yiddi Schwartz says, oh, so sweet of you. Shkoyach. Wow. This is the first one I'm getting today. Well, Rabbi Yisai, here, let's see.
I gave a shliach. I'll get ready to give it.
Where? This is the Hebrew shir, and this is the English shir collectively. Hold on, let me show what it looks like. Yishkoyach, here, why are you knocking it off? Here. Hold on, let me see the picture over there if it matches. Let me see. Oh, the shliach.
Yeah, there you go.
It's actually, my wife put the same thing in hers.
There you go.
You saw that? Look it up. Yeah. Givaldik. Shkoyach. Huh? Somebody gave me this as a lachluchis leg, pickled. So you can, pickled leg. You just want that in this Seder every single day for the whole other. Just plain. Just start off the show just a little bit. Why not? There you go. Loud. Yeshua Mendelowitz from Silver Spring, Maryland. What? Oh.
Sorry.
All right, Rabbi Isai. From North. Mesechta sponsor Lurfu Shlema, Shmuel Ben Chana, Ettel, and Yosef Chaim, Shmuel Ben Alte Nechama, by the grateful family. By Anonymous for Hatzlacha, ברוחניות, ובגשמיות. By Larry Cohn in memory of Yechiel Moshe Ben Chaim, who started learning Daf Yomi at age 70 and continued for 32 years until he was nifter. Anonymous for the unity of the Jewish people. Glenn Esterson, with love and gratitude from Wilmington, North Carolina. Thank you for enriching my life with Torah. Monthly sponsors: Eli Stefansky, Yosef, Binyomin Rosenfeld, Hatzlacha, Parnassah, Yosef Ben Chaya Sara, Hatzlacha, Berukhin Zebigashmius. Leadership has the following hostages: Ariel ben Shiri, Kfir ben Shiri, Shiri by Margit. Rabbi said, don't forget, you have a nice MDY themed costume, any kind of thing. If it has to do with the art or whatever it is, please send it in. We're looking for competition to David Steinhardt. So it's like last year he won easily, hands down, with his Shomer Kishuim. Shapsi, get up. He's miyaυᵃ. Get up. Stand on your chair. Stand on the chair. Shapsi, miyaυᵃ.
That's very good.
That is very good. Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. And they had 2 Eidim yesterday. He had his Gevaldik.
Judges? What do the judges say?
Okay, could be second. I don't know. Parnassah berev woman. We need pictures. Parnassah berevach baruch tzvinisim ben Shoshana leah, and actualize. Koil sponsors: Yaakov ben Sora Mishpachtu Brocha Hatzlacha. Weekly sponsors: Hatzlacha in audit and tax season. Coffee of the week: L'schus v'refus had more miyaᵃ. Moreinu Arav Yisrael ben Leah Esther Shlita. You should have a refuah shlema. Daily sponsors for Zera Shel Kayoma. Chananya Lerner, Lili Nishmas, Yaakov Mordechai ben Shlomo, Lili Nishmas, Dov Beresh ben Chaim, Yoni Merzel, in honor of my fathers, Rebelio ben Yeshayahu, 22nd yard side on Purim, for success in business. Vasimalkin Avram Meir Levit, Lili Nishmas, our father, Milton Listhouse, Manas Feivel ben Aaron, Yosef Dov and Chani Lefkowitz, Mazel Tov, Chosin and Kala, Shui and Frady, start your marriage right. Do the daf. $1,000 challenge, he says. In his thing, Nachamal. Yosef Dov and Chani Lefkowitz, Mazel Tov, Chosin and Kala. Shui and Frady, start your marriage right. Do the daf. May Frady also. $1,000 challenge he's giving. $1,000 challenge. Very nice.
Every couple, every young couple.
The Kamiansky family, in memory of our grandmother Miriminda Lefkowitz, on her yard side, the Neshama should have an aliyah also on Purim. Boy Bayoim. Wow. Happy Purim. Never give up. Always stay positive and keep going forward. Oh yeah, baby. Anonymous. $500 each Koilo member for Purim Geld. Yishkoyach Godol. Anonymous from Muncie. You know where you are, Yeshur Koyach. Art of the month, Refuah Shlema, for Yehonatan Eitan ben Basheva Bracha Rabboisa. Yesterday, I went to visit him. Here's a picture of me and him. Yehonatan Eitan. He needs a Refuah Shlema. He has brain cancer, which also spread to his lungs, and he needs a big need of a refuah, very, very positive. You can see here in the picture, he's mamish smiling and talking. He has a patch on his eye, and he told me the whole story from how a person's life changes. His wife woke him up for Shachris, for Shabbos. He said, wake me up in 5 more minutes. In 5 more minutes, he said, he has a tremendous piercing headache, and the doctor came in and they said you have to rush him to the hospital, and they had to do emergency brain surgery, and that saved his life. And so let's say his name is here. Here it is. What happened there? Yonatan Eitan, it's here on top. Yonatan Eitan ben Basheva Bracha, the art of the month, and sponsored the Refuah Shlema. You know what? Let's say it all together. We'll say the Refuah Shlema Amen. Yonatan Eitan ben Basheva Bracha, the Refuah Shlema. for schos, for rebellion, the whole MDY staff to continue to make Torah so enjoyable, so many, in honor of Yossi Klein and Mark Ashkenazi for all the work they do. Rabbi Sai, here we go. We are holding, where are we holding? Oh. I want to tell you real quickly a story, L'Kavet Purim. There's another minyan afterwards, so we do have to move. There was a big magefa. How do you say magefa in English? Plague. Big plague. And they went to the Baal Shem Tov, and the Baal Shem Tov said, go to this drunkard, asking for a bracha. Drunkard, yeah. They went to the drunkard, and the drunkard, he gave them a bracha, and sure enough, the magefa stopped. So they asked, what's pshat? He's just a drunk. And he said the pshat is that this guy, he wanted to do a big aveira, and he saved a lot of money up to do this aveira, and finally he got his money together, and he's on his way to do the aveira. And on the way, he heard a woman crying. He said, what's going on? And she told him what happened, and she needs exactly the amount of money that he had. And instead of doing the aveira, he took his money and he gave it to her. And in Shamayim, there's a big rash. And he said because of what he did, because he controlled his taiva, and not only that, he turned it into a giant mitzvah. Whatever he asks for, we should listen to him. So they said, but what if he asks for Mashiach? So they had an idea. They're gonna make him addicted to alcohol. So his brain wasn't 100%. He was always addicted to it. But when they came and they asked him to stop the Megefa, that was his wish. And Memela, it worked. So the Yisod is that on Purim is a day of Zgula. You could ask for whatever you want. That's what the Sfarim say. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu does it in a way that's very difficult. You have to get up early, and there's a Megillah, and there's running around. You have to do Shalach Manas. Today especially, it's Friday. And we're learning Torah. By the time you're done, by the time you don't have a minute to breathe, and it's all over. So you can take now that right now, this minute, you think, I'm learning Torah. From the only times in my life that I sat down on a Purim morning, to learn for an hour, half hour emails, and you mechaven, you say, okay, Rabbeinu Shalom, I'm giving you this Torah, look at, I'm sacrificing, give me Parnassah, give me nachas from the children, whatever you need. Says the Elegant Mishnah, Zoki Mamre al Pi Bezdin, we spoke about all the people that die, B'misas Chenek, Misas Chenek, one of them is the Zoki Mamre. This is a holy yid, he's a part of the Bezdin, and he argues with his friends, the Rabbanim, the Dayanim, the Bezdin. So he must be from the Bezdin HaGadol. He's from the great Bezdin. Zoki Mamre al Pi Bezdin. It's not Stam or Zokin. He's from the Bezdin HaGadol. Shenemar ki yipolei mimcha dover la mishpat. When you have something hidden and you don't know how to rule, says the Mishnah, Shloisha Batidinim Hayusham. There are 3 Batidinim in Yerushalayim in the Beis Hamikdash. Echad Yosef al Pesach Har Beis, as so, right here by the blue arrow, the entrance into the Beis Hamikdash. V'echad Yosef al Pesach Hazara. This is the Lishkas Hagazos, and this is the Hazara. The green one is what we're talking about, the entrance to the Hazara. V'echad Yosef al Lishkas Hagazos. There's a special place called Lishkas Hagazos here. Something looks like this, maybe. This is 23, it has 71. And they come to the first one that's by the opening to the Beis Hamikdash, not Har Bayis, to the Beis Hamikdash. We had a machlokes here. Now, you have to remember that in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, there's no machlokes in Klal Yisrael. There's nothing. If some Rabbanim said vote for WZO and some said no, there was no such thing. One Rav said, there's a psak of a bezdin, boom, everybody listened. That's it. There's no half a Klal Yisrael is like this, half are Litvish, half are Hasidish. No, everybody's like this. As soon as there's a churban, it's all over. Now everything is a machlokes. Every daf that we have is a machlokes this way, that way. They had a machlokes within them. And they have a psak din that says, this is how it's going to be. And then the Zoki Mamre, one of them says, no, I don't like the psak. You don't like the psak. Too bad you don't like. We go with the Roiv, and this is the psak. You can't go back home and tell your constituents that you hold like this and like that. They first come to the one on the blue. This is how I said the pshat is, and this is how they said. This is what I taught everybody, and this is what they taught. Im shamu, amrulai, or amlem, whatever the lashon is, vimlav, boimlem, loisishal pesach hazar. If he agrees and everybody is in one opinion, great. If not, we move on to the next bezin, the green one. Same thing. This is what I taught, this is what they taught. If there's an agreement, so they come to the great bezdin inside the Lishkat Gazis. That's where the Torah comes to all Klal Yisrael. From that place where Hashem chose. If he goes back to the city, if he kept on teaching the way he was teaching before, Potter, he's not Chayiv Misa. But if he gave a psak halacha against what the Bezdin said, Chayiv is Chayiv Misa. Does it deliberately in Chayiv until he rules to do so. Talmud but if he's a Talmud, he's under 40 years old, so we don't accept his Hayra anyway. Potter. Why? Because he's too young to pass, because he's under 40 years old. So that keeps him from the death penalty. Because had he been part of the Bezdin, we might have had to kill him. Torah Rabbanon. So we're going to take a pasuk now. It's a long pasuk, and every part of the pasuk is a halacha. And what's interesting is that Purim is the day that Klal Yisrael accepted Torah miyaυᕋ, and we're going to go through so many different ideas in Torah, so many, from top to bottom, right and left. We're going to fly through them. And not, we're going to do a chazara also. Everything we're learning now, halfway through the Amud, we're going to repeat everything. So, ki yipalei mimcha davar. What does it mean? B'mufla, it means a mumcha, a great person, we're not talking about your local rabbi in the shul who's arguing the bezdin. We're talking about someone from within the bezdin who's arguing on the bezdin, he gets the death penalty. Mimcha, what does the word mimcha mean? Zeh yoyetz, one who gives, advises. V'cheinu oimer, mimech yetzei choyshev al Hashem ra, one who thinks about Hashem, who says about Hashem bad. Yoyetz bliyal, he gives bad ideas. Who on Purim gave terrible ideas and that was his undoing? Haman. Yeah, but he himself, yeah, okay. But he was the one that came up with these eitzes. He was the one that gave these eitzes. These eitzes destroyed him. Some of Zeresh, some of him. Davar. When it says in the pasuk davar, what does it mean? Zu halacha. This is a halacha l'Moshe Sinai. Everything is going to be explained in the Gemara. L'mishpat. Zeh hadin, famous Gzeir Shava, Zima Zima, Heina Heina, this Gzeir Shava. If you argue in this Gzeir Shava, death penalty. What's fascinating is that today's daf and a lot of tomorrow's daf is going to go according to Reb Meir, who says that the only way you could kill a Zakim Mamre, the Bezdin guy, is if he argues on something that has kares. And therefore, every single thing we just read and everything we're going to read has to have an element of kares in it. And that's the trick here, to figure out how do you get a kares in certain situations. What? If there's a monetary dispute and he argues, and how does it turn into a kares? That's basically a riddle. There's a lot of riddles here. Bein dam ledam, okay, so when it comes to dam nida, I can understand this is kares. That is kares. So he passing his heter when it's really aser kares. Bein dam nida, dam leido, dam ziva, these are all kareses. Bein din ledin, bein din in the fashois, that is kares. Bein din in mamanis, this is a problem to get to. The trick is, at the end of the day, if you want to get to din to kares, you want to get a kares from din in mamanis, you have to do kiddushin. You have to get that somebody in the wrong, he was mekadesh a woman with this money which is not his because Bezin passing the wrong way. And Mamela, she's not Eishes Ish, but she is Eishes Ish. Bekitzer, that's how you do it. Dini Makos. How does Makos become Malkus? How does Malkus become Kares? Bein Nega Lenega. Nigoim. Bein Nigi Odam, Nigi Batim, Nigi Begodim. Nu, how do you make Tsaras into a Kares? Oh, if he's really a Mitzayra, and this Rav who doesn't know what he's talking about, he argues with everybody, he says he's not a Mitzayra, and the Mitzayra goes to the Mesa Mikdash that day, chayiv misa, chayiv karas. Divrei, what is the word? Divrei what? Ah, it's the middle of the night over there. This is Givaldic. He's with his straddle. The sun is here. Where's the sun? Zisha, get over here. Zisha, show your father. Sali, get over here. Look at it. Is he faking it?
Most definitely not.
Say hello to your son. Tzale, Gans Klal Yisrael sees you sleeping over the Torah instead of going to sleep, but it's in the middle of the night over there in America. Where is he? In Muncie?
Oh, Muncie, yeah.
Wow, what a tzaddik, what a tzaddik. Fell asleep with his Biba hit. Ah, we love you.
He wears all year.
He doesn't really wear it on. Okay, we spoke about it. Beinega lenega, we said already. Divrei, elu acharomim. A person donates a karka to Beis Hamikdash, Nachamol, we have to see. Come to the Rabbi said, the one and only Yoshi Wise, everybody deserves a standing ovation. Standing ovation, Rabbi side. Wow. I see. You know that he did the. Here, look, Rabbi side. What do we have here? We have skila. What is this?
There's Chana.
It's falling apart. It's falling apart, this guy.
He kept falling over there.
Beautiful.
We have sayif, potato head sayifs. I don't know. Could you see? Thank you for everything you do the entire year. You make everything multiply. Really good. He does deserve a standing there. Wow. How many hours? Gary's getting into it. All right. What's the Rivo? So Mordechai Ben Ed, Rabbi, so listen to this beautiful piece. Mordechai Ben Ed, who's the biggest Talmud, one of the greatest Talmidim of the Chassam Sofer, says that that's like taking your fingernails on the chalkboard for Eli Stefansky. That noise, let's do it again. This is literally like, says Mordechai Ben Ed. It's good to know. Revoice, listen to this. When a person asks himself, why Rebbeinu Shalom, why is the Jew always the nirdaf? Every generation, they chase him, they kill him. It's unbelievable if you think about it. You see Yad Hashem. Who else in America could you publicly criticize and not go to jail? Only a Jew. Only a Jew. You can make a. Imagine if they made protests against African Americans in a college campus, or against whatever. I'm not even going to say their name. Barabim. Different. They go by letters. Yeah, a lot of the letters. Weiter. Who else? Only the Yid. So ki yipalei mimcha. When you wonder to yourself, why is there Rebbeinu Shalom? The answer is divrei rivois b'sharecha. Because we have inner fighting within ourselves. If we wouldn't fight, if we wouldn't have people coming into the Litvish shuls and saying, why don't they say the Misha Berach for the Chayalei Tzahal?
Say it now.
We did. We said it today.
This is the welcome I get here.
Yeah. That's what I was asking. Every time you come, you start criticizing me, Tzaddik.
I say a word.
Okay, let's just say the miyavuh now. Let's go.
You're supposed to daven now for the Hatzlacha of your kids and all this. Anyways, no, Tzaddik. Rabbi says, seriously, no more fighting in Klal Yisrael. When we have fights, we have problems. Zog the Gemara. Rivois, zu ashkoas soita, varigas eglo. Yeah, rifas. Here, where's the soita? Right over here. This is the Saita. Most of you have never seen this before, especially Jonathan Stefansky. Oh, and these feet, he was mechaven. These are the feet. If you notice, these lachluchas' feet. Okay. We have a new Egla Arufa Rabbi. It's not too gory. Where was it? Wait a minute. I have to see. We had here. A brand new Egla Arufa, Lekavat Purim. If you don't like blood, don't look. Yeah, he's right, but it's not so gory. It's givaldic. Yeah, so if we don't know, we measure from city to city, the dead body, and the city that's closer has to bring an egla. So, v'taharas mitzayra. By the way, these are all fights. Why? A saita is in a fight with her husband. The husband is in a fight with her. He's not happy with what she's doing. Arifa segla, somebody got into a fight and killed someone. There's a ritzicha. Taharas mitzayra. Why is that a fight? Lashon hara. You get tzaraas for lashon hara. Bishorecha zu leket shikho peya. I'll show you real quickly. A new and upgraded one, leket. We're going to see actually tomorrow that it's two. How do you say them? Stalks, and not three. And shikha is when you forget a bundle, one bundle, not two. And peya, we actually have a new peya. I don't know where it is, we'll see. The corner of the field. Here, this is the new peya. Shma. This is what Yoshi does Purim night at 12 o'clock in the morning. Okay. V'kamta mibezdin. So if there's a machloikis in your bezdin, your local bezdin Bet Shemesh, you got to get up, move yourself, go to Yerushalayim and figure things out. V'alisa melamed shebeis hamikdash gavoya me'eretz Yisrael. The Beis Hamikdash is the highest place in Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael gavoya mikol ha'aratzos. And Eretz Yisrael is the highest country from all the lands. Now, a lot of people ask the question, what do you mean? Earth is a ball. It's round. So how can you say that one place is higher than the other? So there's many, many answers given. Some say that in terms of Kedusha, has the highest Kedusha. I like this pshat. I connect to this pshat. Some Sofer says, where did the world start from? From the Even Shasiya in the Beis Hamikdash. HaKadosh Baruch Hu started the world. He created the world from there, and everything grew out from there. So it's the highest place on the ball. It actually is. That's where it started. I opened this up last night, and this reminded me of a Mordechai story from a Baruch Mordechai Mizrahi. He said, ask Mendy, I'll tell you if it's Emes Amaisa. He said, Rabbi Isai, the top of miyaᕋ is the tallest place on earth. Why? Because the highest place on earth. Because Yerushalayim is the highest city in Eretz Yisrael, and Beit Vegan is the highest city in Yerushalayim. And Rechav Kasuta is the highest street in Beit Vegan. And miyaᕋ is the tallest there in the yeshiva, and therefore I am the tallest thing in the entire world. So then a bacher says, but Rebbe, I'm in the dormitory on the third floor on the top bunk. He says, okay, you got me. Zok the Gemara. You're the one that said it to him? No. Emes?
Wow.
You're the guy that told him?
Oh, wow, maybe.
And what did he say? Let me hear what he said. Right there. He said,
Maybe you were on the second bed?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Nobody believes it. That's the sheker. Mendy had his own room, but there's no shy. That's the pirch of the whole story. When you're like a younger one. But later on, tell us the truth. You were by yourself. You had the whole floor for yourself, Mr. Okay. Ela mokoim, for sure, private bed. Milamed shamokoim goyrim. Milamed shamokoim goyrim. So, in other words, the idea of Zakim Mamre is only when you have the Sanhedrin from the Beis Hamikdash. The Mokim is Goyim. Bishlam Beis Hamikdash go by Meretz Yisrael d'chsiva Alisa. We know that Beis Hamikdash is highest place in Eretz Yisrael because it says you should go up. El Eretz Yisrael go by Mikol HaRatzois. You have to do Aliyah L'Regel. You have to go up to the Beis Hamikdash. But how do you know that Eretz Yisrael is the highest country? The Chsiv l'cheini niyam bar nu Hashem lo yomer Chai Hashem ela helo es b'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. Kim Chai Hashem asher helo. You go up. Vasher hevi ezer Beis Yisrael me'eretz Safoina u'mikol ha'rotzos asher yidachtim sham. So you go up. You make aliyah to Eretz Yisrael. You're going up. V'yoshu al admas. Tana Rabban. Zoki mamrei eni chayev elo al dover shiz doni kores v'shigosei chatos. So this is the whole sugya right here in this line. Meir says the only time you're chayev for zoki mamrei is if there's a chorus involved. If you do it on purpose, you get chorus. If you do it by mistake, it's a chatos. So now everything we said from the first word of this amud until this point, which is half a amud, we have to explain it away with a chorus. So time out before I go weiter. Just to emphasize it, because it's not so simple when you read it. What is Rameir saying? Is it in the Torah? No. We learn it from the Torah maybe, but it's not mefurish in the Torah. It's a chorus from the Torah. As the Gemara is going to explain, for instance, your own daughter from Anusasa, it doesn't say anywhere in the Torah. But we learn it, and Memelo, that's a chorus. So Rabbi Yehuda comes in and argues, it has to be mefurish in the Torah. Sorry, it's not mefurish in the Torah. We understand it from the Torah, but really, the Sofrim come, the Chachamim come and explain it away. Even one chumrah that the Chacham said, one little diktuk, that's also not ikar. That's enough. If you argue on that, you are a zaken mamrei. I just love this ma'isa of the brisker who moved to Chutz La'aretz. He comes running back after 2 weeks. He said, I don't feel Jewish over there. You know, on Shabbos, nobody carries. There's no area for the whole city. On Shabbos, nobody uses generator because the electric is kosher from the goyim. There's no trumas and maestras, nothing. I can't meister my fruit 4 times. So I'm not even a yid. He came running back to feel. You got to feel. You need the dikdukis. You need the chumras to live. By the time of the Rameir, Gomar Dovar. Why does Rameir say it has to be chorus? He learns Dovar. The ksiv hacha ki yipalim michad Dovar lamishpat, our pasuk that we spoke about. By Zokim Mamre. Uksiv hasam v'nelam Dovar meina hakol by par helam Dovar when the bezah makes the wrong decision in a mitzvah avera. And they say it's okay. It has to be a chorus. It has to be Torah from the Torah, but v'yerucha. What's v'yerucha? That you got it from Chacham. They told you. It happens to be here in Eretz Yisrael. That's the most famous pasuk. Especially before the elections. I don't want to let anybody down, but some of the Rishonim say. They say it's only the Sanhedrin that has the right to make a new rule in Klal Yisrael. It can't be Achroin. I'm sorry, but don't tell anybody before the elections. Yeah, you have to do it. Says Mendy. Mendy on Purim called me a Zokim Mamre. I'm Chayiv Misa. Give us simcha. Okay. Reb Shimon, we already saw them. Okay. Reb Shimon Ashi Yiducham and Amokimahu. I feel called to even a little chumrah the Chachamim made. I want you, I dare you to take this whole thing that we said from top to bottom. That everything is chorus. You do it. So he says, okay, starts from the beginning. Here's no chiddush. The Torah is talking about a great dayan from the great bezdin. Somebody gives advice. Zeresh. No, not Zeresh. Somebody who knows how to calculate the year. Yeah. To add another month to the year. Rabbi said this is going to blow you away. When was the last time we had the word in the Gemara? A long time ago. Doesn't appear in our Masechta. To have Purim on Purim is a kiss from Hashem, Rabbi say. Huh? I couldn't find it. Yeah. Oh. Whatever. It's just, I have to show you this because I have a lot of cars to official and everything he does. By the way, he's coming out. I saw something when I was already in davening, so I didn't really open it up. But he's coming out with a new initiative for Makis, Masechtas Makis. And just like Rabbi Dessler got me this meat, all this meat is from Romanian, from Chicago, all from Chicago. So official is giving, even if you don't finish the Masechta, you start the Masechta, you get a salami from Romanian, a Romanian salami. It's a Shem Dover, it's a thing, everybody knows. So here, official did this thing, I'm just showing you a small clip of it. This is our sugya, if you remember. This is Zakim Amra, because they're confused between Pesach and Purim. There's an extra month. This guy's eating chametz, they're eating the matzah. What's going on here? So it goes like this. Today is 30 days before Pesach, right? That's mamish the sugya. 30 days before Pesach, what do you start doing? Darshan b'hilchas zechag. You have to start learning the halachas today, tomorrow. So everybody gets confused. What, isn't Pesach in 30 days from now? Let me get this off for a second. It feels heavy. It feels heavy. It's getting to my head.
You're the highest without that.
So. Oh, Shalom Rand is on videos. Let's see what he wants. Should we? Your middle shir, Tzaddik. Okay, bye. Shalom, we love you. We all love you. Rabbi says, just say, he needs to say hello to Shalom Rand. Okay, good. No. Okay. Yeah. So, no, he calls me all the time, middle shir. But I'm poor and we'll answer. So, everybody's learning Hilchas Pesach, so they know when Pesach is in a month. Comes somebody and changes it. The Bezdin come, they say Pesach is not in 30 days, it's in 60 days from now. So this guy, all these people, they say, no, they come and tell him, they say, you don't know what you're talking about. I remember we started Hilchas Pesach then. So they make Pesach then. It's actually Purim when they make Pesach. And then a month later is Pesach. So Mela here, we have a little video that covered Purim. Where's the video? Here we go.
Purim Sheni Sameach, ותילך המשלוח
Oh, it's the wrong one. You'll have to level. It doesn't see English on it. That's my voice, by the way. Drunken die. You guys
Freilich in Purim Sheni. I brought you Mishleach Mondays.
Gewalt! Chumetz! Are you Meshuggah? We already had Purim a month ago.
True. But the Sanhedrin added a month to the year after the first Purim.
But the halacha was always not to be ma'aber the year after Purim. So a minhag is a minhag. Hi, Vay. Now look at me. I look horrible.
Not only do you look terrible, your kittel is all stained now. A freilich in Purim!
All right, Shkoya. Dila ha'giso kashor chometz b'Pesach, v'ila ha'giso kashor chometz b'Pesach. So no matter any way you do this, somebody could be over on a chorus because you're going to be eating chometz on the real Pesach. Davar, what's the word davar? Halacha l'moshe ben Sinai. Now we have to take this halacha l'moshe ben Sinai and turn it into a chorus. How? Zeh halacha. Zulichas achadasar. This is the halachas of Nida, the Itmar. Asiri, Rabbi Yechiel Moshe Asiri Kitchi. So let's do the halachas real quickly. So, Midaraisa, there's an 18-day cycle. There's 7 days of Yimei Nida and 11 days of Ziva. If a woman sees dam in the 11 days of Ziva, the bottom days, so if she sees 1 day, all she has to do is wait a full, clean day and go to the mikvah she's tar. 2 days, same thing. Shemeres Yom. That is what we call a Zava Tana. If she sees dam for 3 consecutive days, like over here, 4, 5, and 6, then that will make her a Zava G'dayla. Then she has to wait 7 whole days. Today, we are makbid on that, we're machmir to that, and say everybody's a Zava G'dayla, wait 7 days, and go be metayr the mikvah. Now, at the end of the cycle, of this 18-day cycle, on the 11th day, you can't come to a 3-day consecutive days. You're already at the end. So therefore, the halach is on the 11th day that she doesn't have to wait a full day of tahara. That night, go to the mikvah. What about the 10th day? So over here we have a machlokes. Now, we have a machlokes this way, that way. If you pass in the wrong way, you can make a woman tar to her husband, and it's isakaris. She's really tameh, and you said tar. So it's karis, that's obvious. Ditmar asir Rabbi Yochanan asir ketchi. The 10th day has halacha of the 9th day. Reb Shimon ben Lakish, Omar asir kechadasar. The 10th day has halacha of the 11th. Rabbi Yochanan Omar asir ketchi, what's pshat? Machi boy shimur. Like the 9th day, because from 9, 10, 11 you have 3 days, so therefore you have to wait a full day to become tar. Avasir boy shimur, so 10th day also. Shlach shoma asir kechadasar, no. 10th day is like the 11th day. Ma chadasar loy boy shimur, avasir loy boy shimur. Great. So we have a shaila here of, now, happens to be just real quick, I tell you this halacha, throw it in here because it's important to the sugya too. If a woman is not a zavak daila, she's a zavak tana, she only saw 1 day, 2 days, so the next time she sees dam, let's say she saw on day 4 and she didn't see on day 5, next time she sees dam, let's say on day 9, that starts the cycle all over again. The 7 days in Ida, 11 days. But if a woman saw 3 times during her ziva, so she became a zavak daila, now she has to wait 7 clean days. Only after that, if she sees dam, does the cycle start again. The cycle restarts itself at 1 and goes through 18. Says Gemara, Mishpa, Zehadin. This is the Gzer Shor we're talking about before. Daf Pei Zayin Amud Beis, Din Bitoy Menu Sasai. If you recall, here's the pasuk. Sorry, not this one. This one. It says in the pasuk, Eres Bas Bincha. The Torah talks about not having relations with your own granddaughter. It doesn't mention your daughter from an anusa. So Mamela, we don't know that. We only know it. He's waiting to finish.
Good call. Later.
Ask him if he could close the door, either come in or out. So, this idea of learning that you're also to your own daughter from an anusa, out of marriage, that we learn from Gzer Shaved, Omerava, Omer Li Rav Yitzchak Bar Avdumi, Asya Heina Heina. You see over here in the pasuk it says Heina, and it also says over here Heina and Zima. So from the Heina Heina we learn that she's Aser. From Asya Zima Zima we learn what the Einish is, it's Sreifa. Sponsors, on Purim also. Turning the Daf by Adar Global Experts in International Financial Services by Dr. Allen and the Barber Listhouse in memory of my dear father Joseph Listhouse on the 45th yard side. Yosef Ben Chaya Sara, Rufus Rivka Henyo Bashalamis, Rufus Atina Gecheskel Yedid Ben Chama Shendel, Nad Life Realty Bet Shemesh, and Moshe Einhorn in honor of Rebelli and the entire MDY family. I wanted to read this unbelievable email that made me cry last night. I got it yesterday. I'm not going to read it now because we don't have time. I'll read it tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem. Bein dam ledam. Bein dam ledam, bein dam nido, dam ledo, dam zivo. How does it chorus? Dam nido beplukto da kavi b'mehalal, b'mehalal v'rabbonon. There's a machlokes between a kavi b'mehalal and rabbonon. This nan dam yorik. So in English, yorik means green, but in the lashon of the Gemara, yorik means yellow. So yellow dam, is it considered dam nido or not? Interesting, a fascinating. Reb Chaim Pelagi just saw it for the very first time yesterday. It says that Esther Hamalka was a Yerak Rakas. Says Reb Chaim Pelagi, she was a blonde. It's Yorik, it's yellow. Yorik means yellow. Huh? There's Reb Chaim Pelagi. It kind of makes sense now. But why is that ugly? Why is that beautiful? Whatever.
But she was smart.
I'm not going to repeat that to my wife.
Very good, very good. Later.
I didn't say it. Ich hab das nicht gesagt. But it's going to go on the women's group now, the official MDY group. Dam, Leidam. Okay, so you understand if somebody says that this dam is not tame. Yes, tame. You can mess up with the kares. Dam leida beplukta de Rav Levi. Also a halacha that no one in this room, hardly anybody. I'm not going to say no. 2% of this room know this halacha. Unbelievable machlokes, I should say. Dam leida beplukta de Rav Levi. Ditma Rav Omar miyavuᵃ atoyer timatu atoyer tehartoi. There's a machlokes whether a woman has two sources of dam, and that's why when a woman gives birth, midaraisa. If we jump, because Rashi jumped in the cave, I'll just do a cave here. The first 14 days that a woman, after she gives birth, she's tamei regardless, and then she goes to the mikvah. After that, there's 66 days of tahara. On a day 80, she brings a carbon. The question is, what happens if she sees dam from the time she gives birth all the way to day 20? Is she tar from after day 14 or not? Machlokes. If you hold that it's not a physical thing, it's a Torah thing. The Torah says from day 14 on, no matter what she sees, she's tar. That's how we understood until today. Comes Levi and says, no, you don't understand. On day 14, something else, something new starts. It's a new source of dam. This source is tar dam. And Memela, if she sees straight, it didn't turn on and off in 1 second, it's the same dam. So for 20 days, she's completely tamei. Then it stops. Then all of a sudden it starts again. Now she has 66 days of tahara. It goes way longer. So her tumah is long, everything's tamei. So you're a rabbi, and you paskin like Levi. You messed her up. She's a kares. Next, dam ziva beplukta de Rebbe Eliezer b'Shua desnan kishlo shloisha yom b'sur chadasha yom. If a woman, so we have to go back to this chart. If a woman is a zava, we said this, if she sees dam for 3 days, she's zava g'dayla. What if she's giving birth? What if she has labor? So anything that's caused, the dam that's caused because of labor, doesn't make her into a zava. It's a different halacha, dam leida. But it's not a zava, you're not a zava g'dayla. So Mela, what happens if she had labor? She was in labor pain for 3 full days, like the first child, sometimes who knows what. Within the ziva time, the 11 bottom days, not the 7 top days. If we realize that it's false labor, how do we know it's false labor? Because she stopped having contractions and labor for a full 24 hours. So the 3 days that she saw before, all of a sudden now turned into what? She was a zava. It had nothing to do with giving birth. No, there's no 24 hours over here. Over here, it's like Shabbos, like tonight. When the Shabbos come in, after Shkia, all the way to Shkia. It's 24 very specific hours, from night through the day. Not day through the night, and not from noon to noon. It has to be exactly like Shabbos. And if it's not, then no. Then she didn't take a rest of her labor. And maybe she's not a zava. She's not a zava, we have a major problem. Again, we go back to kares. She stopped with the pain, with the contractions, but not with the dam. Now, how in the world do you get from a mominous case to kares? This we had already a number of times. You don't need, he says, you don't need 3. You could do a din Torah with 1 person, 2 people. Just the chatzufim. So what happens? It's not a din Torah. So what happened? Very here. Look at these steps here. I didn't have time to change the arrows. The bezdin of 2. They took money out of somebody. He said, you're chayiv. Now, that's 2. He says you need 3. So according to one man Amar, it's great. And now the guy, the defendant, who took the money from Bezdin, because Bezdin said he's okay, he took this money, he's Makadish a woman. According to Ravo, the money is Gezel. So you can't be Makadish. So come Chachamim, and they say, this guy, this Zokim Mamre says, it's not a Kiddushin. He allows her to go get married. Bezdin Agadol says it's a good kiddushin. We allow 2 is okay. We pass like Shmuel, 2 is okay. He says no. He argues. He says you can marry anybody. Do I need a get, Rabbi? You don't need a get. You know why? Because the money is gezel, and gezel you can't be mekadosh a woman with gezel. According to So she's not Mekudesh. She went, she got married, she's Eish Ish. Kares. That's how you flip Mammon into Kares. Says the Gemara, V'Rebavo, Amar, L'Divri HaKol, Din in the Fashes. Look at the Rebbe Rabban, the Sanya, Rebbe Oimer. Yeah, so we had this story. Let's do the story real quickly again because there's a guy by the door. Don't look at him, but I wanted to see this. Let's see if he even puts a smirk on his face. Hold on a second. Here we go. He's from next door. So they want to beat each other up. And boing, Kinokfu Ishahara, she goes flying. So the machlokes is whether or not the chayiv misa or not. Why? They meant to kill each other, but they killed another woman. Even the harag is Reuben and the harag is Shimon. Chayiv misa or not? So and Rebbe comes along and says, no, you're not chayiv misa, but what are you chayiv? Mamanis. Rebbe has the nefesh tachas nefesh. Mamain. Atoy me mamain nefesh mamish. Who told you? Nemar nesino lemalo v'nemar nesino lemato. By when she didn't die, she just ended up losing her baby. There was a hipila. Then you have to pay money. V'nemar nesino lemato. Malala mamain avkam mamain. Okay. Now, how does this turn into Kares? Because the Yarshim took the money and they went to Mekadesh a woman, and it wasn't their money, they were Mekadesh, it's stealing, and Mele is Kares. Dina Makis, beplugte the Shmuel Verabon, it's now Makis B'shloisha. Now, once again, I give you Malchus. 3. Who decides the Malchus? 3 people. But in fact, I hold you need the 23. You need this Bezdin. Yeah? You need the Bezdin of Esther Mishloisha. Shum Yishmael Amru, Bezdin Mishloisha. So now we have big Shaila. Who gave you the right, you 23, who gave you the right to give the Malchus? So Mela, you didn't have the right to give Malchus. You owe money. When you go over to somebody and you smack him in the head, you have to give him money. You have to pay. So every one of those Dayanim has to pay money. So now you take that money and Mekadesh a woman. But I hold that 3 is enough. The Zakim Amr holds 3 is not enough. You need 23. So you paskins, they have to pay. But you have to pay, but you don't have to pay. So it's Gezel. You took money from Gezel, you Mekadesh a woman, so it's Ish, Kares. The Snan, in Beheres Kodem and Seir Lavan, or here. These are the steps. The guy has a hand, and on the hand, all of a sudden he sees a white spot. And then out of the white spot, he sees 2 hairs growing there. That is the way it has to go. First white, then the hair. Im beheres kodem l'seir lavan tame. Im seir lavan kodem lebeheres tar. It was the reverse. First the hair, then the beheres tar. Sofek tame. Now what does it have to do with kares, Rabbi Isai? Because if you walk into the Beis Hamikdash and you're Tameh, and the rabbi told you that you're Tar, but he was arguing with all his friends. He says, Zakim Amri is Chayiv Misa. What kind of Misa does Zakim Amri get? Chenek. The guy walking in the Beis HaMikdash gets Kares. No, the Zakim Amri. But it's within a Kares. Doini Kares should go Sechatos. We're talking about it has to be within something that you could get Kares, not that you get Kares. And yeah, if you did it amazing, exactly. Rabbi Shua Omer, Keya. It's light. My Keya. You're tar. We'll just do one more line over here. Nigi batim. We plug the Rabbi Lazar Rabbi Shimon Rabbanon. This nan. We learned this halacha. Our boys, I don't get so nervous. The only time a house is tamei, check this out, is if within the corner of the house you have a nega that's the size of 2 beans, the length of 2 beans, the width of 1. How do we know this? Shteik Salim, Bekern Zavis, Arkish Tegrisim, Verach Kigris, my time there Lazar Reb Shimon, Ksiv Kirois, it says a double lashon of walls. How do you have 2 walls? Where's in the corner, and you walk in the Beis HaMikdash, and you Tamei, you Chayiv Kares, Rabbi Yosef, Freilichen Purim, Shkoyach for coming.